Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and that which cannot remain silent. Change your opinions, keep to your principles, change your leaves, keep intact your roots. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Taste is the common sense of genius. He never went out without a book under his arm, and he often came back with two. To die is nothing, but it is terrible not to live. The ideal and the beautiful are identical, the ideal corresponds to the idea. And beauty to form, hence idea and substance are cognate. To love or to have loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further, there is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. At the end of life death is a departure, but at life's beginning a departure is death. The future has several names. For the weak, it is impossible, for the faint-hearted, it is unknown, but for the valiant, it is ideal. The greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. To love another person is to see the face of God. There is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. There is always more misery among the lower classes than there is humanity in the higher. Progress must believe in the face of God. The good cannot be served by impiety. An atheist is an evil leader of the human race. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Music expresses that which cannot be said and on which it is impossible to be silent. And you will keep me safe and you will keep me close and rain will make the flowers grow. Many great actions are committed in small struggles. Ladies, a second piece of advice, do not marry. Marriage is a graft, it may take hold or not. Shun the risk. The straight line, a respectable optical illusion which ruins many a man. Change your leaves, keep intact your roots. I put a Phrygian cap on the old dictionary. Change your opinions, keep to your principles. To put everything in balance is good, to put everything in harmony is better. What would be ugly in a garden constitutes beauty in a mountain. He was fond of books, for they are cool and sure friends. Nothing makes a man so adventurous as an empty pocket. The wise man does not grow old, but ripens. For prying into any human affairs, none are equal to those whom it does not concern. A creditor is worse than a slave owner. For the master owns only your person, but a creditor owns your dignity and can command it. The word which God has written on the brow of every man is hope. A mother's arms are made of tenderness, and children sleep soundly in them. Whom man kills God restores to life, whom the brothers pursue the Father redeems. Pray and believe and go onward into life. Laughter is the sun that drives winter from the human face. Fame must have enemies, as light must have gnats. to learn to read is to light a fire. Every syllable that is slept out is a spark. Promise to give me a kiss on my brow when I am dead. I shall feel it. There is something more terrible than a hell of suffering, a hell of boredom. Try as you will, you cannot annihilate that eternal relic of the human heart, love. When a woman is talking to you, listen to what she says with her eyes. Joy's smile is much closer to tears than laughter. Winter is on my head, but eternal spring is in my heart. There are thoughts which are prayers. There are moments when, whatever the posture of body, the soul is on its knees. Don't educate your children to be rich. Educate them to be happy, so they know the value of things, not the price. Each man should frame life so that at some future hour fact in his dreaming meet. What a gloomy thing, not to know the address of one's soul. Caution is the eldest child of wisdom. The greatest products of architecture are less the works of individuals than of society, rather the offspring of a nation's effort, than the inspired flash of a man of genius. For prying into any human affairs, none are equal to those whom it does not concern. Love is the foolishness of man and the wisdom of God. Everything being a constant carnival, there is no carnival left. Where no plan is laid, where the disposal of time is surrendered merely to the chance of incidents, chaos will soon reign. What a grand thing, to be loved, what a grander thing still, to love. If you wish to understand what revolution is, call it progress, and if you wish to understand what progress is, call it tomorrow. To love or have loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. The ideal and the beautiful are identical, the ideal corresponds to the idea, and beauty to form, hence idea and substance are cognate. I find pleasure in looking at an uncultivated field, it represents possibilities. Adversity makes men and prosperity makes monsters. Be like the bird who, pausing in her flight a while on boughs too slight, feels them give way beneath her, and yet sings, knowing she hath wings. There are people who observe the rules of honor as we observe the stars, from a distance. I'd rather be hissed at for a good verse than applauded for a bad one. The first symptom of love in a young man is timidity. In a girl, boldness. A study can be made against invasion by an army. No stand can be made against invasion by an idea. Whom man kills, God restores to life. Whom the brothers pursue, the Father redeems. Pray and believe and go onward into life. A man is not idle because he is absorbed in thought. There is visible labor and there is an invisible labor. Initiative is doing the right thing without being told. In joined hands there is still some token of hope, in the clenched fists none. What is fright by night is curiosity by day. Youth is the future smiling at a stranger, which is itself,